Hey folks, if you're a fan of open water, then this weather has not been for you. And what do we do when the weather's bad? We play with tackle, and we get ready for when it is open. So, I was fortunate enough, I was down in Nebraska this weekend, and we do have open water, so I was able to cast, and I did get a lot of fishing in. Unfortunately, eastern South Dakota, northern Iowa, this is not the case. However, Missouri River and southern Iowa, you also can do some casting. So hopefully you guys can get out there and have a good time. So, what was I doing? I was using shallow suspending stick baits. And this is for a variety of reasons. The first is that the water is warm up shallow, and that's where the fish are going to be. The water is cold. The weather has been bad. And if we can get a sunny day, which I did find 2 nice sunny days to fish, they're going to come up shallow. And when I say shallow, I mean 1, 2, maybe 3 feet of water, as long as it's adjacent to that drop-off where they can get out deeper if it gets scary again, then that's where they're going to be, and that's what I'm looking for. If I can find some rocks or weeds up there, that's even better. So, I was using Rapala X-Raps this weekend. And this is for a variety of reasons, but the number one reason is because I can stop it right in front of their face. I was using this Pearl number 8 X-Rap. It dives to about 3 to 5 feet, so that's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking to tick it across the shallows, and then drop it off, and that's where the fish are either going to be sitting, or they might be up shallow, in which case I could trigger them there. This works in both scenarios, and is excellent. But pretty much, this time of year fishing, you have to think about it like the bait is an ice cream truck. When it's summer, and it's warm out, when we see the ice cream truck go by, we're going to go chasing after it, because that's what we want. We might knock some kids out of the way to get to the ice cream truck, and that's exactly how the fish feed. However, that is not how they are feeding now. They are very passive. They are not going to chase your baits, so you need to put it in their face. Now, once I have narrowed in that area, I am committed, because I'm going to saturate that area with cast, because I need it paused in front of their eyes. So, I worked it very slowly, just 1 foot, maybe 2 feet at a time, and I just popped it along and then paused it. And when I say pause, I mean I had a chunk of ice on my rod, and I went to get it off, and I had a fish on, and it was probably a 5 or 6 second pause. When I'm doing this up in South Dakota when it's open, I have texted my mom with the line out, and I have had a 25-inch fish once I put my phone back in my pocket. Why? Because they need that bait right in front of their eyes. They aren't looking to chase, they're looking to go 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a foot to get this bait. And it's a bigger bait too, so it looks worth it. Right now we don't have a lot of fry in the system, so they're going for these bigger baits. This is last year's bait fish, and that's why there's not much for them to pick from, and so they have to plan accordingly. So if I can get this bait right in front of its face, it's going to look, and if the ice cream truck is outside your door for 20-30 minutes, if you're anything like me, you might have to quit watching the basketball game or the baseball game and go out and get some ice cream. But we're not chasing after it. So work it about a foot, pause it in front of the face, let them look at it, let it torture them, and hopefully they go for some ice cream. This is excellent for a variety of species. I was actually targeting largemouth bass this weekend, and I picked up walleye. I got some nice 3 to 4 pound largemouth. I successfully launched both of them right next to me, so I didn't have to handle them. That's what we'll say. But I did get some nice 14, 15-inch crappie too doing this. So really, any species, this is the bait they're after, and if they can get it and it looks easy, they're going to. Pearl was working well for me. Now, up in South Dakota, I really prefer this pink color. I love that. I also really like orange, and I might mix in some blue as well. You have to experiment. Learn what your local water body is, and learn what you like best, because having confidence in your bait is probably more critical than what your bait actually is. If you fish it with confidence, you're going to catch fish. Now, you can even upsize. Don't be afraid to drop like a number 12 Husky jerk. This is about 4.5 inches, but this is what we have in the system. It's perch this big that they're feeding on. So you can throw the perch colors, you can throw the fire tigers. Once again, color doesn't matter, but the size of the bait, we want bigger baits, and also being able to stop it. and being able to torture them with the ice cream truck is key to catching fish. Hopefully you can use this whenever you can find some open water, and hopefully it's soon.